Hello guys, Softony here, welcome to this brand new After Effects tutorial, and in this one we're going to create this cool looking and trendy background here in After Effects. This technique is cool looking and really easy to create, just follow my steps. So let's begin. Alright, we're here in After Effects, and first, like always, let's create a new composition. Hit Ctrl+N or go on this little icon, Full HD composition. This is gonna be final like usual. You can of course type here your own text, 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second, and duration 10 seconds long. Hit OK, and now go right click to create our background, find here solid layer. I'll rename this one to background like usual, also 1920 by 1080, hit OK. Now go here in the effects and preset, and if you can't find it, just go window and you will find effects and preset option here. Okay, now type for color gradient and just drag and drop onto the background layer. Now let's make sure that first and third color are the same color and second and fourth color are also same color. You can use this eyedropper like so. First and third color is gonna be this pink color, something like this. Okay, you can also change to your own colors. Okay, this is looking cool to me. Also for the second one, let's find here maybe darker blue color, something like this. Okay, use eyedropper, and this is looking cool to me. Now hit here, go right click, pre-compose, make sure to move all attributes into the new composition and type here your own name. This is gonna be background composition, and then hit OK. Our next step is to add first effect onto the composition. Go here in the effects and preset again, find CC sphere effect, drag and drop onto the composition, and here, like always, let's make a few adjustments. Type 1200 for the radius. Okay, now open up this light option, and here let's also play around with the light intensity, 150, also for the light height type 50. Okay, and now let's animate light direction. Make sure that our playhead is set to 0 frames, set up the first keyframe and type here 0, and now go to 10 seconds and type here for the light direction 1. And now as you can see in the final scene, we have cool moving light in our final composition. Okay, now open up this shading option, and here let's also make a few adjustments. For the ambient, let's type here 30, for the diffuse type 60, specular maybe to around 15, roughness you can also play around with the options, something like this, and metal let's type also 15, reflective to around 30. I recommend you to play around with the option to find the best solution for your own background. This is looking cool to me. And now let's add our next effect. This is gonna be turbulent displace. Okay, I'll just lower down this radius for the sphere just to see turbulent displace effect for now. And here for the amount, let's leave it to around 50, and for the size, let's type 140. You can also play around with the various different options. Find one that will fit to you, but this turbulent option is looking cool to me. Okay, now let's type again for the radius 1200. Okay, and let's also duplicate this background option. Hit Ctrl+D or go edit and then duplicate. Here for the sphere, let's type 870. Okay, and let's readjust the light intensity. Hit W on your keyboard to show all of the keyframes. And for the light direction, type here 180 here at first keyframe, and then go to the second one, and instead of 1, type here 0 and minus 180. And now as you can see, we have this different light movement here for the second background. Also, let's animate turbulent displace. We have forgotten to do this earlier. For the evolution, set up the first keyframe. Okay, and then go to 10 seconds and type here 2. Okay, now hit Ctrl+C to copy and paste it on our bottom turbulent displace. Just make sure that our playhead is set here to 0 frames. And now we have the same movement for the both backgrounds. Okay, now let's duplicate this background once again. Hit Ctrl+D, move this one above, and then for the radius, instead of 1200, type here maybe 380, something like this. And now let's change the render options from full to inside and also change this for all of the backgrounds. Okay. And now this is looking really awesome. If you want to prevent this bending here, just open up the shading option and play around until you're satisfied with the result. This is gonna be for our third one. And for the first one, let's also open this shading option and maybe to lower down this reflective option to around 10 or 12, something like this. And as you can see, this is looking really cool and really awesome. Let's also readjust second one, open up this shading option, instead of 30, maybe to go around 10 as well. Okay, and now when we hit 0, our scene has been looking really cool. Okay, now let's add our next effect. Go here in the effects and preset, find drop shadow, drag and drop onto the second background. You can also play around here with the direction, maybe 235, like this. For the distance, let's type 40. And for the softness, play around, I will do around 200, and this is looking cool to me. Also hit Ctrl+C to copy and paste it on our first shape here in the final scene. And now our finals is looking really awesome, really modern and really cool. Also what we can do for the end is to create adjustment layer, go right click to create new adjustment layer. This is gonna be curves. Okay, go in the effects and preset, find curves. Okay, drag and drop onto the adjustment layer, and here you can lighten or darken scene according to your needs. You can also draw a S-curve, whatever fits to you. Okay, something like this. And also let's add our lights here in the scene. Go right click to create new solid layer. This is gonna be lens flare. Really important step for the solid color. It needs to be a black color because later we will use blending modes. Hit OK and then find in the effects and preset lens flare effect. Drag and drop onto the solid layer. And also let's change a few settings for the lens type. Change this to 105mm prime. Also go in the effects and preset, find Triton. Drag and drop here also on the lens flare solid layer. And for the third option, find here Gaussian blur. Okay. And for the blurriness, go to around 45. Now important step is to change blending mode from normal to add, cool. And if you can't find blending modes, just hit here toggle switches and modes. Okay. And you can basically play around with the colors. Make sure that highlights and midtones are the same color. Let's try maybe blue color. This maybe shade of blue color. Okay. You can use also eyedropper like this. And this is looking cool to me. Now for the flare center, do something like this, upper left corner. And now we can also animate flare. Go here at 0 frames, set up the first keyframe for flare center, and then go to around 10 seconds and move this all the way to the right side. And now when we hit 0 in the finals, we have also cool movement of our lens flare. You can basically play around with the colors and everything. It's pretty much is up to you. Alright guys, that is everything for today's tutorial. Hope you learned something new in this one like always. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. I want to tell you that your support means a lot to me, and let's hit together that 1000 subscriber. Alright, also take a look on my channel for even more great tutorials, and until next time, stay creative and bye bye.